Hi guys, DPX here. Little disclaimer, I recorded a bunch of footage for this game through my course of playing it, and then once I beat it, I lost all the footage. So you might be seeing the same post-game free roam footage on repeat, or some trailer footage. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do. Sorry if that bothers you, because that type of stuff bothers me. I like to, freshen it up throughout the video, but hopefully you can ignore that. Anyways, Horizon Forbidden West has been a long and highly anticipated game. Horizon Zero Dawn came out back in 2017, which doesn't feel like it was too long ago, but it was about 5 years ago. And it was a huge success, and a sequel was something everyone wanted to see. Well, Horizon Forbidden West is now here, and how is it? Well, let's find out. Hi guys, DPX here reviewing today Horizon Forbidden West. Now before we get started, you know what to do. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell and leave a comment, or I will waterboard you. So these segments won't really be breaking up by the cutscenes I usually do in my review, because there aren't any cutscenes here. So, segment 1, core gameplay. The core gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West is solid and smooth. The first game felt really great, and so does this one. In Forbidden West, the combat feels nice, and you can also override a robotic bull or even a robotic dragon and ride it, which is pretty cool. The robots are called machines, so I'm going to refer to them as machines. The part where you get to fly the dragon, the controls were a little bit clunky, and honestly, they felt backwards, but otherwise, the game controls fairly well. The combat is nice too, as it always feels satisfying whenever you beat an enemy. Not to mention, if you don't want to immediately go to the main objective, you could definitely just roam around. Hell, that's what most of this footage is. Horizon Forbidden West is an open world game too, and the said open world is fantastic and beautiful. I really wish my footage didn't corrupt, because I had a lot of footage just showing how nice the world of this game looks. I know I sort of just shifted away from the core gameplay, but the gameplay is stellar. And the combat is nice. Camera angles get a little annoying, but that's most of these kinds of games. And there's just not much to complain about, really. Moving on to segment 2, characters/story. In Horizon Forbidden West, the story takes place 6 months after Horizon Zero Dawn. In that 6-month period, Aloy has not rested at all. This whole time, she's been on the hunt to revive Gaia, a program human thing that can reverse the effects of the machine's impact on the entire Earth. It is also worth mentioning that, yes, this is still a post-apocalyptic world and everything. Machines, of course, also being the bulls and dragons I mentioned earlier. Without giving any spoilers, the story for Forbidden West is pretty fascinating and awesome. There were many moments where cutscenes went on for just a little bit too long, but I didn't want to really skip it, so I kind of just had to sit there and wait, but I digress. Aside from Aloy, I didn't really care too much about the other characters, but I didn't completely hate them either. They were just there. One thing I really liked was how they have the thing from games like Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect, where you have dialogue choices, and you get to select a dialogue option. Some of them even impact the story of the game, like can determine whether or not a character dies or lives, for example. And I don't know why, but I always found that cool whenever games do that. And that is the story of Horizon Forbidden West without spoilers. I think it is very solid. This is the segment, moving on to other stuff. This is the segment where I mention other stuff worth mentioning, but not much to say on, or at least not enough for their own segments, if you know what I mean. I kind of mentioned this earlier, but the game is visually beautiful. I played on PS5, and I believe that this is the best way to play the game, although I understand if you can't play it on PS5. It's on PS4, so if you got a PS4, I think you should still get this game. On top of that, the music is pretty nice in this game. Nothing too crazy, nothing I can see myself humming too much, but still pretty good. And I mentioned this earlier, but still, the open world environment that we are in with this game is absolutely stunning. I also like this little detail. This is more of a detail with the PS5's haptic feedback, but I honestly didn't notice that until now. I got a PS5 last like November, so I haven't had too many games to play on it. So this is actually the first real big game I've played on the PS5, and I didn't notice this until now. Here's what it is. There are certain sections where you have to hold down R2 to pry open a door. In those specific instances, the button becomes more stiff and heavy to hold, as if you were actually trying to pry a door open. I really like that feature. You know, it makes it feel real. And it's not just like a thing with the controller. It's like you move away from the door and the button is just a normal button now. I really like that. Horizon Forbidden West is a solid PlayStation game, and a solid game in general, really. Moving on to the final verdict, the final segment. In conclusion, I think it is fair to say that Horizon Forbidden West, and I think it is fair to say that Horizon is starting to become a great IP and a great franchise for PlayStation. It's a beautiful environment, great open world, tight and smooth combat, and enticing story all make Horizon Forbidden West an extremely early contender, but still a contender nonetheless, for Game of the Year. Although this is before Elden Ring has come out, but still. But in the end, I give Horizon Forbidden West a 9 out of 10. So that was my review for Horizon Forbidden West. What do you guys think? Again, sorry if the gameplay, I don't know what I'm going to do about the footage. I got really unlucky when it came to footage. It all just went away once I beat the game. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully it didn't bother you too much. But anyways, do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you like the game? Do you not like the game? Do you have the game? Do you not have the game? And if you don't have the game, do you want to get the game? Do you not want to get the game? Anything about the game, let me know down below. Anyways, be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, or I will waterboard you. I'm being serious, alright? Bye!